Good morning. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Monday, July 30th, and show number 67 of Live with Captain Housekeeper. I'm so glad you're here. A couple people in the chat room before we started. That was fun. Captain Cheryl and Captain Patty were here, getting the party started. So, as you can see, I'm not in my studio today. I am in my dining room. So, I'm looking at my phone because I don't. There's no way to preview how it's framed. So I wanted to frame it so that the fireplace was in the background. So, well, that's a little bit better right there. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Anyway, so wow. So I hope you all had a good weekend. I did. It was very nice. When I got done with the show Friday, which sorry about the technical difficulties Friday. Good morning, Melissa. The technical difficulties Friday were as follows. There was a YouTube update to my iPad and I hadn't installed it. So I apologize for that. I try to look every single day, which I encourage all of you to do the same if you watch live streaming on YouTube, other shows besides mine too. Check to make sure there wasn't a YouTube app update that didn't get updated, because I have it set to auto update and every once in a while it doesn't. Usually it does, but it's worth checking, and then you won't have technical difficulties. Hey, good morning, Angela. Good to see you. So Friday we had technical difficulties, sorry. But then when I got finished with the show, remember I was hoping the tunneling crew would come and work, but they didn't. So I had a quiet afternoon. The dogs were at daycare, so I didn't have to worry about, barking and disruptions. And I got to work on my project, my side hustle project, which is due really soon, and it's not quite done. I'm designing a man's sweater. I still have the sleeves to go, in case you're curious. Good morning, Sandra. I'm looking down there because that's where I have my iPad, my comments right now, because they flash really fast for me on the screen. I like to look at you instead of the comments going by. So anyway, yeah. Oh, thank you, Sandra. She says she loves the mantle. Thank you. It came with the house. Yeah, I've been encouraged to update this house. This is another one of the places where, people say, paint it. Paint that brick. It'll look so much more modern. It's like, I don't like it painted. I like other people's that are painted. But I'm in the dining room, and the dining room has a giant fireplace in it. I mean, come on. I like it to look rustic. And I have lots of things that are kind of Native American, Americana feeling in here. So the brown brick goes well with it. Captain Charles is late to the party. Glad to see you here, Captain Charles. Good to hear about the sweater. Can't make it for me. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun sweater. The way it has an unusual assembly. So it'll be fun when it comes out. In case you're curious, we're going to do a crochet along. Begins in September. That's why I have to get it done. So you can join in on the fun. But then Saturday came along, and the tunneling crew did come back Saturday to fill all the trenches and the tunnels. And boy, they worked so hard. It's been so hot, but they're trying to beat. There's some rain coming tonight, so excuse me. They wanted to get that finished, and then I had the fun of my niece Tasha was coming into town for one night, my adult niece that I told you about. And so I had to transform my studio into a guest bedroom. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that it actually did work out really well. But my whole intention, I don't know if you remember, I think I had started Instagram for Captain Housekeeper, but not the live shows. My whole intention of redoing the guest bedroom into a studio was that I would do it as long as I set it up in such a way that if a guest wanted to come to visit, I could quickly transform it into a guest bedroom again. And that meant getting rid of like the solid bed, the normal bed. I had to get rid of that. And then I set up my studio in such a way that all I had to do Saturday is just push everything, everything slides. It's all on felted feet. So it all slid to the side really easily, and I could put I have like a double-sized blow-up mattress. And so I blew that up and made the bed, and it came out really nice. It was very cozy in there. If I had more than one guest come, I could probably set up a double bed if I had to. So that was my test run, and it worked. She was only here one night. We had a lot of fun. I spatchcocked a chicken. And this is one of my biggest tips as Captain Housekeepers. If you have company coming, don't experiment with the cooking. Go with something tried and true. You'll have a lot more fun. It'll be a lot less stressful. Even if you're a super good cook, sometimes things can go wrong if it's your first time with a recipe. So if you have company coming, do something tried and true. I spatchcocked a chicken. I love that word, spatchcock. That's where you take the backbone out of the chicken, and you lay it bone side down, and you push on the breast until the breastbone cracks, and then the chicken lays flat. And what's great about it is you can cook it at a higher temperature faster, which seals in the juices, and because the chicken essentially is all the same thickness, it cooks super evenly. So even the breast and the dark meat get done at the same time, and then the breast stays really super juicy. So I spatchcocked a chicken. I actually have a Spatchcock 101 on my blog. I'll throw a link into the show description when the show's over. And if you're watching this later, if you want to come back in a little while, I had like a step-by-step on how to spatchcock chicken. So I did that, and I made curly zucchini with my little crank zucchini vegetable curler. And it came out really good. A little quinoa for the side dish. Did quinoa in the Instant Pot. It normally takes at least 45 minutes to make quinoa. And I made it in the Instant Pot in 6. I love my Instant Pot. Oh, I have the Instant Pot that I used. It's in my Amazon product page. If you want to see the model I have, you just click in the show description. It says products I mentioned. You can at least look at it there. So, oh, I missed some stuff coming in. Looks like Captain Kristen arrived. Hello, Captain Kristen. Hope all is calm at your house. Captain Julie, good to see you. Yeah, Monday blah, I agree. Yeah, Mondays are rough, aren't they? So then Saturday, Tasha came and we had dinner, and we stayed up till 10, which was late for me. She's younger, so probably not for her, but she's actually a nurse, so she always works really crazy hours, so I'm sure she was fine. But she had a real early flight Sunday morning, so we had to get up early, made a little breakfast, got her off. It was just such a quick visit. It was less than 12 hours, I think. Maybe a little over 12 hours, but it was fun. Oh, the dogs, absolutely. I'm sorry, I keep bumping the ring light because I want to stretch my leg out. Tamaya and Koyano love Tasha. I think Tamaya remembered her from the last visit. Koyana's new since then, but she loves everybody. So they wanted to sleep with her, but it was a twin-size blow-up mattress. They would have pushed her out of the bed, trust me. So they didn't go in there. But Tasha went off, I think, to Guatemala on vacation for a week with some friends. I hope she's having fun. I wish I were there. Captain Charles says, I come to work to rest from my weekends. What will I do when I retire? I'll be tired all the time. Yeah, you're going to have to build in some rest periods, Captain Charles, when you retire. Do you have a retirement clock already going on your desk? I don't blame you if you do. Captain Charles says, oh, one day you'll open a yarn shop. Yeah, we need one. I support that decision, Charles. Julie wants to open a yarn shop too. Maybe you should get together and open one together. So they they got everything filled in. They have to come back today. They haven't shown up yet because I think it's just a short day for me, for my amount of work. So they're probably on another job somewhere trying to beat the rain that's coming. So I don't blame them, but they have to come back and do the cleanup. Today's cleanup day. And there's a lot of like rusty pipes and broken PVC and all the pieces, parts from construction throughout the yard, front and side yards. So they're supposed to come back today and clean everything up, which will be nice because then we'll be able to get back to more of a normal rhythm with the dogs because I've had to keep them cut off from most of the yard. It was just too dangerous. Oh, good morning, Karen. Hello, hello. Good to see you. 4 years, 6 months, and 1 day, Charles. Good for you. Count those days down. I would. Oh, poor Kristen. Kristen isn't feeling well. I feel bad. Oh, one thumb up. Thank you. Thank you, whoever gave me their thumb up. I appreciate it very, very much. 12 of you here. I'm always so grateful when you guys all show up. If it's your first time here, please join the chat room. We're all, we're having fun in the chat room. If you've turned your device sideways and you've gone full screen, that eliminates the chat room option. So you got to go back the other way, but it's fun. Join on in. If you're watching it in the future, don't tell me what happens because I don't want to know. But please go ahead and leave a comment because I read all the comments and I reply to them. I'm always happy to hear from all of you. Yes, so, oh, Julie forgot her thumb. I forgive you, Julie. So today, those workers aren't here yet, but I took the girls to daycare because I thought they were the workers would be here earlier. So the dogs are at daycare. They're gonna come hopefully and finish this before the rains hit tonight. There's a big storm coming. We need the rain so bad. Everyone's lawns are turning brown. Got to get some rain. But I have to hunker down and finish that sweater. I know I keep going on and on about it, but all I have left are the sleeves. And if you're a crocheter, that doesn't take very much time because it's super fast. It's one of the things I like about crocheting is you can finish a project fast if you really, really want to. So I'm going to watch reruns of Psych. I'm on season 5 right now. I'm apparently going through the entire series again as I work on this sweater project, but I'm on season 5. It's kind of fun being here in the dining room. This is where the actual router and modem is, so it's the absolute best reception I can get. It's super duper lickety splits fast. So it's kind of fun to be in here. It's a big room. It's kind of echoey. I turned off the cuckoo clock because it ticks. And it was driving me nuts, so I figured it might drive all y'all nuts too. Short trip for me. But once I get that sweater done, see what I had to do this morning. One of the things that I've been putting off because king of procrastination is I have a dress form, a dress model. I have a girl and I have a boy, so when I'm doing boy garments, it's shaped and sized a little differently, right? So I got this man, it was out in the barn of shame. And I've been putting off getting it because I didn't want to open the doors while the workers were here because I don't know, they're not going to judge me. And if they do, who cares, right? So this morning when they didn't show up, I scurried out to the barn of shame and opened the door, and guess what? The Christmas tree wasn't the first thing I saw because when I went out there to get remember I got a new mattress, so I got rid of the old mattress, and the old mattress had box springs and they were in the barn of shame, and so I had to get them out of the barn. Well, getting just the box springs out opened it up so much more, so the Christmas tree's actually a little bit further back. I could actually walk into the barn a little. It's amazing how that works. You get rid of some stuff, there's more space. So I got out my, the man dress form that I have, which sounds funny because I don't really make dresses for men with it, but it's called a dress form, so there you go. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm not judging. So I got that in the house so I can really work fast and quick on it now. I got to get all the pieces. There's like 8 pieces to the sweater. I need to get those assembled first, and then I can do the sleeves. And then that'll be finished. It should have been shipped by now, but I think there's a little bit of wiggle room. I don't know. These people I'm doing it for, I don't know them very well. I've never worked for them before. So we'll see. They may love it, or they might just think, look, you missed it by a day, so. Oh, Karen, of course, they get dressed. I'm so glad you told me that after all these years. I always thought, well, they should come up with a new name for the man because they don't wear dresses usually. They get dressed. Brilliant. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that either, Captain Charles. So that's my day. I hope you all had a good weekend, and I hope you're going to have a good day. 11 people here. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the Captain Housekeeper YouTube channel. Hit the little notification bell if you want to be notified when I go live. I was lucky last week. I was able to go live 4 days of the 5 on time. That one day in the middle where I couldn't go live, it was never going to happen. But you know what? This was only phase 1 of the problem, This was only phase one. This was to fix the leaks. So now they're fixed. You know, all the plumbing's in place. Everything's working great. So there are no more leaks under my house. Hot dog, right? So this is fantastic. However, the results of the leaks are all the buckled hardwood floors. So next phase of the project is to get the hardwood floors fixed. And just as a reminder, in case you've missed that, as I've talked about it endlessly in the past, is the living room, my studio, and the master bedroom all have to be completely emptied out and put somewhere else. And then they're going to replace most of the living room floor, and then once that's replaced, refinish all the rooms. So it's probably a, I don't know if it's a bigger, I don't want to say it's bigger because that plumbing project was super big, but I think the impact on my day-to-day life and my household is going to be much larger, since they'll be inside the house, and then all that furniture has to go somewhere. I might get one of those pod things and put it in the driveway to put some of the bigger stuff in. My bed has to go somewhere, so I think I'm going to be sleeping in the dining room. That'll be fun. The third option I'm trying to avoid, because I'd rather stay in my own home, is I might have to get an Airbnb for however long. But until the contractor actually comes out, because the actual floor contractor hasn't made it yet, until he or she comes out and gives me an estimate of how long they expect it to take, that's going to help me to decide if I'm going to stay in the house. I found an Airbnb. I was looking last night just to see. I found one, you know, I live in kind of a historic part of the city, so there's lots of little bungalows all over the place. There's a bungalow about a half mile from here, and it's fenced in and dogs are welcomed. And it was, I don't know, like $112 a night. So it's the entire house with a yard for the dogs. That seems ideal. My only concern is that senior citizen kitty cat I have. I don't want to stress her out, you know? She's earned the right to be stress-free after all these years. So anyway, that's what I might do too. Oh, Charles, Captain Charles didn't get the promotion. Oh, I'm so sorry, Captain Charles, but you have the ability to make that job fabulous, no matter what happened at it. So you keep at it, Captain Charles. You only got 4 more years to go, but I'm sure you want to lock in a promotion before retirement. Because you work for the city, right, or the county. Oh, Karen said has a butler mannequin. You know those ones with the trays that I've seen? That's cute. Yes, Captain Julie, go adjust your attitude and have a great week. Okay, everyone, I have to get to work too. It's so great to see all of you again. I think everything's right on track here at Captain Housekeeper's house. Melissa, just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything. Automate and delegate whenever possible. Say it with me, everybody. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. Okay, I love you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Central Time in the USA. Bye-bye.